12th of May. Hope everybody had a great Mothering Sunday, whether you're a mum or not. I hope you got mothered or you mothered yourself, because sometimes that's the best that we can do. So, Miracle Healing is the first card to come out, which is always fantastic. Do I believe in miracles? Absolutely. Do I believe in healing? 100%. My candle is going a little bit berserk here, but nevertheless, we've got the candle. And whether you can actually see the flowers, beautiful flowers from my son for Mother's Day and his lovely new bride, Amy. So thank you. So we've got the 12th of May today. Just want to do a little bit of numerology. So we've got the 1 and the 2. This is your leadership skills, but the ability also to work together with someone else equals the 3, which is Mars energy, which is pretty dynamic. But adding up all the numbers, we tend to come to power and authority. And this requires some sort of balance from us. We can be a bit gung-ho. We can go too much into things. I know I do this all the time and then wear myself out. So we're looking at some sort of balance here. And there's also it can be quite a wealthy day. So hopefully someone's got a ticket in tonight. We'll see how we go with that. It's not necessarily that I'm having a joke there, but it is to do with looking at your money, deciding what you're going to do with it. And if you're still earning money, if money is still coming in for you, the day that it ends up being an 8 high Sylvia, and this is when you have money, but it requires to be shared. It's not to be hoarded for you. So the more people you serve, the more people you smile at, maybe you buy someone a cup of coffee, it just makes the world a better place, and that's very much the flavor of today. Now, astrologically wise, still looking at budgeting and financing, but adaptability. And it's also asking you, hi, Kerry, to be mindful and to self soothe, do self care, and looking at health balance. So that's what this particular day is talking about. I know for some of us it's nearly over, but it's still enough. Thank you, Sylvia. Gorgeous flowers. It's still early enough to get an extra glass of water in, maybe with a tiny little bit of apple cider vinegar or a drop of Himalayan salt, whatever, if that's what you prefer, anything like that. And probably not too late to walk around your lounge room a couple of times, maybe do a few stretches. So, making yourself feel as though you're looking after yourself. It's also this week talking about all those things to integrate, but also some way to express yourself in art. And that could be painting, drawing, poetry, still the good old journaling, but just getting, deciding that you might even just pay a few dollars, get some kids' paints, or maybe you already got poster paints, get a scrapbook and just do something for half an hour. Because sometimes what I find is when I do that and I look at it, I've gone off in a bit of a trance. Not only that, often the painting will give me some sort of answer to something I may be puzzling with. So I hope that helps. Now, tonight is ruled by the sacral chakra, and that's just above the belly button. And part of our meditation is going to be with that, and it's also very much a water element tonight, ruled by Cancer. It's not the time of Cancer, I understand that, but with the full moon, we've got the pull on our water systems, and so underneath your feet, if you imagine this was a foot, right in the middle here, underneath the pads on the foot, is kidney 1. You can look it up. You can Google where kidney 1 is and get a diagram. And if you were to massage that gently, particularly tonight, um, not too much, not too close to bed, but that stimulates that kidney point for you. And it's all about the date. So I'm giving you everything to do with that. Also, something orange. If you've got something orange and you just look at that for a little while, I've got a tiny little bit of orange on my earrings here. I do have an orange and white top on underneath, but it's just a bit cold. So I've gone for brown, not necessarily orange. So we'll do a little bit more in the meditation when it comes along. So I'm just going to have a look at some other cards here. And Sylvia and Kerry, I'm going to give you a card each. So let's just see what's happening for you and if you can relate to it. So let's see what the first card is for Sylvia. This is about perception. And I know that you'd made a decision, Sylvia, that maybe the move, not right now, maybe staying. And I would think that you've already decided of how you're perceiving things, what's the best outcome for you. But I still feel you ate an orange today. You are spot on, Sylvia. So here with perception, I feel as though there's still a little more to come. Hi, Jen. There's still a little bit to come as far as perception is concerned for you, Sylvia. So now a card for Kerry. Okay, let's see what we've got here. Oh, this is nice, Kerry. You got the card of abundance. We're all going to be your friend. So maybe, I think last time I mentioned this, we did some numbers and you actually won something. So maybe this is an indicator. I'm not encouraging gambling, but maybe there's a little chance that you would like to take today. So not quite orange, but definitely yellow. So there we go. All right, so that's Sylvia and Kerry. Jen, let me see if I've got a card for you. And this one is balancing things out. What sort of things do you need to balance up? What is it that you're looking at? And as you can see, you've got the balance card here. Right. So we're talking about, if you do watch the replay, there's quite a bit of information in the beginning, what the numerology, my pleasure, Kerry, what the numerology, the astrology is. And even if I was looking at the runes for this evening, and even they were saying it's quite a go-ahead time, does require some balance. So there you go. Everything seems to be coming along the same thing. So that flavor really is for the week. So we're going to go on to the tea leaves. I know I've prepared the cup. Here it is. Let's have a little look what's happening in here. I'll move these tea leaves. Hopefully I don't spill them all over the table like I did the other night. That was a bit hectic. Okay, let's see what we've got here. Right. Wow. Okay. So, lot happening in the cup. Now, it all starts with the handle, and there's a little bit going on, as you can see, and then it sort of calms down for quite a bit. And then it's the next few months, it seems to be more. Well, mind you, I keep forgetting. Gosh, we're halfway through the year next month, aren't we? So this to me looks more like a July, August uh, type of feeling where there's a tremendous amount of happening for all of us. Because I always believe that these readings for the people that come onto the show and also for the ones on the replay, it's all about whoever watches this, the timing is right for you. So the first one I've got here, this looks like the ram. It looks a little bit like Aries, and of course, that's that dynamic, that orange flavor about that too. And it's really saying be strong, but don't ram your point. Don't ram your point down somebody's throat, because here it's as though something is opening. It's as though something that's been locked is opening because you've sort of stood your ground, but don't push the point. That's what it seems to be saying. And I feel like I've got a number three, I mean, an N and then a three. So maybe it's saying the third person or the third week or the third of. But that seems to be very important. And then there's this arrow that isn't a curve. So it's not a straight arrow, so your pathway forward isn't just a straight arrow. It's as though it's a bit of a curve. Maybe it's something that you've got to get around and then up you go. And this is within the next 2 to 3 weeks. So this is really good. Now, I don't know if anyone has got a friend in New Zealand or you're thinking of going to New Zealand, but I've got a Kiwi in here. And this is within the next month. So maybe there's a New Zealander or someone who used to come from New Zealand is going to be some sort of influence coming into your life here. Now, I do feel as though there's a hand pointing upwards. So it says, you're on your way. This is really good. And it looks really, really good to me. It seems to just go very quiet after about 4 weeks. So whatever it is you want to do, it's this next 4 weeks seems to be really important. And I know it is for tax time. The end of June is the end of a tax year. It's halfway through the year. So I feel as though this is indicating whatever you are hoping to achieve at the beginning of the year, get onto it, make sure you finish it. Hi, Denise. Okay, you've seen triple four times this afternoon. Very interesting. So, to me, the triple four master number, as Denise definitely would know, and also to me, that's about structure. And it's asking you to double check your formulas, your structures, your systems, um, dates, and it's to do with security. And I often find we think we've booked something, it's all good, and then we check maybe a week before and they go, "Oh my God, we've double booked." So that's what I'm feeling around you, Denise. That's what I feel that is asking you to do. There's something there that maybe you've signed up for or you've paid for. Ring earlier rather than later. I don't know whether that resonates with you, but those words, systems, procedures, those sorts of things, just let me know if that relates, which would be interesting. So as we get to about July, August, it's like the world, there's a lot going on in the world, which we know that there is, but there's going to be more and more and more information that will probably affect Australia. I feel as though it's got a very positive vibe to it. It's coming out of not so good circumstances, as I'm sure we're all aware. There are a lot of circumstances being created that are not good for a tremendous amount of people. But I just feel that there seems to be a shift. And I'm very excited about what I see in here because there's like bunches of grapes and fruit and so it's as though to me a bunch of grapes can also be, they're very individual, but when they're together they grow on the vine in a bunch, and a bunch looks so beautiful. I love it when there's a bunch of grapes, then you put the crackers and the cheese, or there's a bunch of grapes and then there's all different fruits. And even though they're all different kinds, when you do, say, a fruit platter, you've got the beautiful red strawberries, and then that you've got the blueberries. So there may be different kinds of people, different kinds of ways of being or culture. But when it's all together, and it's great and it's good and it's full of vibrancy. This is what this reminds me of. So something really good. There's a shift coming, and I feel this is around about July, August, and it's going to continue. You're going to see these things popping up. And I do believe that this group that gets together and the people that watch it, and definitely other groups and much, much larger groups too, everyone wants that peace. They want to be settled. They want to know that they're connected to source. And I believe that obviously that we all are, and that's where we um, have this lovely feeling between all of us. So, would you believe we are up to meditation time? However, Denise, I'm going to pull a card for you because I've done it for the other ladies, so let's do it for you. And then you can tell me if you relate to this at all. So this one is peace of mind. That seems to be what it is that you are aiming for. I know we all are, but this seems to be within the structure that you're creating. It's the peace of mind that you are definitely going for, which is really nice. I'm going to do another card each before we go on to the meditation. So let's see what we've got here. Um, so Sylvia, what have I got for you? Okay, Sylvia, this is triumph, and it's to do with a loving presence. Now, this could be a neighbor, it could be a really good friend, but to me, this is not so much a love connection, but a loving connection. Someone who thinks a lot of you, and you think a lot of them. And so this seems to be taking place very soon. So it might be a catch up for lunch, catch up for a cuppa, whatever it may be. So, Kerry, let's have a little look. Um, this is the chrysalis turning into the butterfly. You are going through these stages, and the end is the butterfly. And to me, this feels as though there's a project here. Within about 4 weeks, you're really going to be punching the air, going, yes, that was perfect. That was exactly what I wanted. Okay, so Sylvia, right, let's have a little look for Denise. Okay, this requires you to do the helicopter view. You might be, you know, right, too many looking at the trees, and maybe you need to get on top of them just to see whatever it is that you need. So I hope you can relate to that. All right. Now we'll do Jen and hi, Maria. Lovely to have you. So let's have a little look here. So Jen, shedding the skin here. Absolutely letting go of the old life, ready for the new. And of course, also, this is a symbol of strength, change, progress. So that's a great one for you. And let's have a little and spot on for Kerry. That's lovely. Thank you. And Denise, top of mind. Okay. Right. Have I missed anyone? You're going to have to tell me. Oh, hi, Shauna. Right. Let's do Shauna while somebody tells me. I've just got this feeling I may have missed somebody. Denise Smith, Denise, Helen, Kerry. All right. So tell me if I've missed someone because we're going to go on to the meditation in a minute and you will dip out. Okay. Lovely, Maria. Lovely to have you. Okay, Shauna. Right. Keep your eye on the prize, Shauna. Okay. This one says stay focused. You're going to make it. Just stay focused. So I hope that helps. Shauna is like all of us. She is a very hard worker. And happy Mother's Day to all the mums that are here. Ooh, Shauna, is there a romantic partner around you? Hmm. Okay. You might want to tell us if you can relate to that. And then again, you may not. Okay. So please just relax wherever you are, feel supported. Ooh, and close your eyes. And as you take the next breath in, I want you to say to yourself, I am here. I am here. And just feel that white light coming in the top of your head, down the back of your neck, across your shoulders, down your left arm, down your right arm, to each finger. Just giving permission for your body to relax, to go a little bit heavy. And feeling that white light go down the spine, into your hips, into your bottom, the back of the legs, into the calves, right down to the heels, underneath the feet. And then any excess energy, strained energy, just going into the ground, helping you to feel grounded. And then the white energy, we're back at the top of the head, coming over the forehead, across the eyes, and just letting the jaw drop a little and the tongue relax. Come to the throat area. Again, relaxing. And putting your hand or even both hands, which is lovely, one on top of the other, the warmth of that on your heart, on your chest area. And give your heart a little pair of lungs. And it says, oh, it is so wonderful to breathe. It is so wonderful to breathe. And as you do, let that relaxation, that white light go into all your major organs, appreciating them, acknowledging them, all the work that they do without any instructions from us. Going down our legs, our knees, down our shins to our feet, and again, letting that energy go into the ground and feeling grounded. And on the next breath, get a sense of yourself or see yourself floating deep, deep down inside, relaxed, heavy, secure, always in control. And as you go deeper and more relaxed, you come across your sanctuary door. And as you get closer, the door opens just with your presence, just with your unique vibration. The door opens and you step inside. And as you step inside, the door closes behind you. And there in front of you is a magnificent space. It's your space. Private, safe. And for each of us, there is a healing bed. And I want you to walk over to the healing bed and settle into it. And oh, it's just so wonderful to let go, to know you're safe deep within your own sanctuary, which is always there for you. And as you relax, there's a sense of belonging because it's true. You do belong. It's your place. It's your sacred place. And as you relax and settle in, I want you to feel the wonderful pink mist come close to you and begin to seep into your body, loving you, caring for you, scanning your body for any cells that no longer work, some that have finished and completed their task. Maybe some are misshapen, some are tired, and they get scooped up by the pink mist and replaced by enlivened, jiggling little cells that are so excited to be of use and to boost your immune system and your mood and your hormones, and very excited to be part of this incredible body that we walk around in, that we work in, that we sleep in, that we communicate with. And going to the major organs, continuing to be renewed, reignited, replaced, nourished, loved, cared for, respected, honored, and very grateful, having that wonderful, grateful feeling. And as you lie there relaxing, just take an extra moment to settle in and allow your body to soften even more with the support beneath you. Let your breath begin to slow, as though you're being rocked by the rhythm of an inner tide. The outer world has faded away, and tonight you return to yourself. Begin by bringing awareness to your breath, noticing how it enters and how it leaves. Like the waves kissing the shore and pulling gently back. Let each breath guide you deeper inwards. On the inhale, breathe in safety. On the exhale, Release any tension or noise from the day. On the inhale, peace. Exhale, distraction. Inhale, trust. Exhale, effort. No effort here tonight. Now bring your awareness to your low belly, just below the navel. This is your sacral chakra, the center of your emotions, your sensuality, your creativity, your ability to receive and to flow. Imagine a soft, warm orange glow there. It begins as a small ember, a flicker of warmth and color in the dark. And with each breath, it grows a little brighter. Picture this orange glow expanding, like sunrise, spilling across still waters. It glows with shades of peach and coral and amber. This color of receptivity, pleasure, and emotional honesty. Let this light swirl gently within your low belly. Feel it loosening old stories, melting frozen places, washing away what no longer belongs. You don't have to force anything, just allow. Now expand your awareness outward to your aura, the energy field that's around your body. Focus on the layer around your hips, your lower back, and your pelvis. See if you can feel it or have a sense of it. This subtle cloud of color, this mist, this magnetic field of memory and presence. And ask yourself gently, how is my emotional aura tonight? My emotional aura. What part of me longs to be seen, soothed, or reconnected? Without judgment, just observe. You may notice a fray, a dullness, or a tangle within this area, or perhaps a vibrant shimmer returning as you witness it with love. Now allow that orange light to radiate outward from your sacral center into your aura, like threads of honeyed silk weaving through the field, repairing what was once undone, softening that was once hardened, returning you to your natural rhythm. This is your sacred grid, the inner and outer weave of your beginning and being. It remembers how to heal. It remembers your original design. Let the light grow until it wraps around your entire lower body, a glowing veil of emotional wholeness, a reminder that you are allowed to feel, to want, to rest, to express. And whisper to yourself, either silently or aloud, I give permission to myself to return to my flow. I allow myself to trust the wisdom of my emotions. My aura is becoming stronger, soft, and whole. My energy is mine to tend and to cherish. Rest here a moment longer. Breathe in this light. Let it soak into every cell, every space, every silent longing that waited for your loving gaze. You are reconnected. You're allowed to feel beautiful, wanted, held, and enough. And take 2 more breaths, feeling this healing, this beauty within you, this connection, knowing that you come back to this space at any time that you want to. And when you are ready, See yourself rise from the healing bed, float towards your sanctuary door, which opens as you get closer to it, closes behind you, and as you float up, you carry this orange glow through you into your week, a reminder that you are sacred, that your emotions are wise, that your presence is your power. And you remember, as you return to the room, you are held, you are whole, and you are in flow again. And wiggle your toes and your hands and just move your body and take a deep breath and feel refreshed, relaxed, rejuvenated. And I hope you got some value for that. And I want to thank you very, very much for being here. It really is a joy for all of us to be together. And I hope that you have a terrific week. And Wednesdays now are dedicated to a different um, area. So there won't be Wednesdays anymore, except if there's workshops or if there's group coaching. So Friday will be the next time I will see you. And I'm just going to give you a heads up that next Monday night will be 6:15. I'm the vice president of a club, and we have to do it's an annual general meeting, and everybody gets shuffled around. And so I do have to attend that. It's a wonderful organization. It's Sonta, and been with them about 30 years. So I do need to turn up, but I can do an early session with you all. If you're able to turn up, it will be 7 o'clock Friday, and it will be 6:15 on Monday. So love you all. I care tremendously about you. And thank you, Sylvia. Thank you, Jen. Thanks everyone for being here. God bless. Good night. Take care, and I will see you Friday at 7 o'clock. Bye bye, everybody. Thanks for coming.